We are officially on the countdown to Thanksgiving, and I am so excited to be sharing these two recipes with you today. They are for two different appetizers. Honestly, these would be amazing year-round, but if you take these to your Thanksgiving get-together, everybody is going to be asking you for these recipes. The first one is for these gorgonzola bread bites, and you're going to start out with 1 pound of fresh pizza dough. I picked mine up from Walmart. It's over in like the section back by the deli where they have like their refrigerated pasta salads and macaroni salads. I definitely recommend getting the fresh pizza dough or making your own versus getting like the Pillsbury kind that's in like the can because I definitely think it's going to give you a different texture. Then I just went ahead and we're going to get 20 balls out of this. So I cut it into quarters, and then each quarter I'm going to cut to get 5 pieces out of. You do not have to worry about making this perfect. No one's going to know the difference. But if I noticed that I had a ball that was like a lot smaller and one that was a lot bigger, I would just kind of take and give to try to make them as even as possible, just so they cooked at the same time. But again, this does not need to be perfect. Once you have them portioned, you just want to roll them into a ball. And then next up, we are going to dunk these into some melted butter. So like I said, you need 1 pound of the pizza dough, and then you're going to need 5 tablespoons of melted butter. I just added in a couple of balls at a time. That way they wouldn't all stick together, tossed it in the butter, and then I continued to add more of them. And that just really helped to prevent them from sticking to each other. Then you want to take a 9 or a 10 inch pie plate. You can do a pretty one. I'm just using this cake pan here, and you're going to go ahead and put those balls around in a circle. And I ended up with like 2 complete circles and then 1 in the middle, just trying to space them out as evenly as possible. And then once you have them in there, drizzle that remaining butter over top. Take a container of gorgonzola cheese and sprinkle that all over the top. And then you're going to bake this at 375 degrees for about 18 to 20 minutes. And then once this comes out of the oven, look how incredible this looks. Your kitchen is going to smell amazing. I just followed the recipe and topped it with some fresh black pepper and a little bit of parsley. You don't have to do that. And if you left those off, this is 3 ingredients to the most incredible appetizer you are going to ever have. I promise you, you have to give this one a try. Now, before we hop into the next recipe, I do want to take a moment and thank Valerie Hargett for hosting today's Thanksgiving collaboration. I will have a link in my description box below to her channel, as well as the playlist for the other recipes. There are quite a few amazing YouTubers that are coming together to share Thanksgiving recipes with you. So make sure that you give those links a click in my description box below after you are done watching today's video. The next recipe is for these sweet and tangy Asian meatballs, and I did have this recipe, just so you know, but I'm starting out with these Great Value home-style meatballs. You can make your own or use whatever kind you want. I just suggest not using an Italian-style meatball because it really wouldn't go with the flavors of the sauce, but I'm just going to cook those according to the package directions on a foil-lined cookie sheet, and I did toss them halfway through. Now for the sauce, you're going to combine some hoisin, soy sauce, rice vinegar. It called for minced garlic, but I just threw some garlic powder in. And then it also called for some sriracha, which I didn't realize I was out of, so I just used some hot sauce. You want to give that a good stir and let this come up to like a simmer, and let it cook for about 2 to 3 minutes, just so that sauce can get nice and sticky, and it is going to coat your meatballs beautifully. Now, I did read comments in the recipe description where people said to use like a light soy sauce so that way it's not too salty, and I do recommend doing that. Or if you don't have the light soy sauce, it also said you could add barbecue sauce, and I think that would be a great addition as well, just so they're not too salty. But then you just toss the meatballs and you are ready to serve. These were absolutely amazing and would also make a great dinner served over some rice as well. I really hope that you enjoyed seeing these recipes today. Please make sure that you check out that playlist in my description box. And if you haven't done so already, I would love for you to subscribe and join my YouTube family. I will see you in the next video.